we will now call the meeting to order. Will you please rise and join me in the pledge to our flag?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes. All right, no action was taken in closed session. And now I will entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Now we'll move on to communications. We'll start off with public comment. Members of the public may address the board on any issue regarding any special board meeting agenda item during board consideration of that item. Please note that if you wish to address the Board of Trustees on an agenda item, you should do so when the specific item is called for by the board president. What you can do is for submission, you can to comment in person, fill out a request to be heard card and give it to the board clerk, give it to Ramon. You can also, where am I at here? Your name will be called when that item comes up, and you'll have 2 minutes on that specific agenda item. To submit a comment online via Gamut meetings, enter your name and email address, and the board assistant will provide your comment to the board. And then finally, if you want to submit a comment via YouTube, type your comment in the live chat area, and the superintendent will share your comment with the board as appropriate. And now we're going to go ahead and start off with public comments. Now, this is an opportunity for individuals to address the board on an item that is not on the agenda. Is there anybody who would like to address the board on an item not on the agenda? We're waiting for folks on, see if there's anybody online. No comments?
There's none.
Okay, we'll go ahead and move forward to reports. We will start with the Robla Education Foundation.
Good evening, and as most of you know, yesterday I sent out another reminder about the fireworks booth with the links for signing up and the link that with the schedule for those who have already signed up that shows the shifts that they have. So, and as I mentioned in that, you've worked it in the past and you know how the benefits are as far as how the money goes out and distributed. Encourage friends to do the same. Other family members, so forth. And that's all we've got going for now.
Okay. Robla Teachers Association. CSEA. Move on to Superintendent's report.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Get myself untangled here. Spring break took place April 3rd through 14th here in Robla. We returned this year to 2 weeks. We had been at 1 week for a while because of all of the construction that we were doing. I'm excited to say that we held a start session of our after-school program, had an interim session during break, and we had about 60 students enroll at each of the 2 schools that we had our program at. And this was something that was funded through our expanded learning plan. We are moving into employee appreciation season here in Robla. School Bus Driver Appreciation Day is April 25th. There's a resolution we'll talk about tonight. Administrative Professionals Day is April 26th. We have another resolution for that we'll talk about tonight. All employees, we have an All Employee Appreciation Week, which will be held May 8th through 12th. And we have a lot of activities that are being planned to thank and honor Robla employees during all of this special time. The final thing I wanted to mention in my report tonight is that we continue our work in regards to being identified as a district that has chronic absenteeism as an issue with our data, and we are in differentiated assistance with the Sacramento County Office of Education. And our team consists of Cindy Lyon, Mario Penman, Elliot Lopez, and myself, who are working with our consultants at SCOE. We've been meeting numerous times, looking at a lot of data to see really kind of what the issues are that we need to come up with a plan for. We decided at our last meeting that we will be doing a survey to check in with the schools about their current responses so that we can talk about how to improve that. And then by the end of the school year, it is our plan to have a plan so that we can talk about how to move forward. And that's my report.
Ready. All right, Trustee, or move on to board member reports. We'll start with Trustee Cardona.
Nothing to report.
Trustee Hamilton start.
Nothing to report.
Trustee Barnes.
Nothing to report.
And I have nothing to report. Now we'll move on to recognition. And we're going to go ahead and start with the adoption of a resolution for School Bus Drivers Day. That's resolution number 892, and we'll go ahead and read that resolution. Whereas annually, the fourth Tuesday of April, the people of California officially recognize school bus drivers for their continued and excellent services to the youth of the state. And these drivers are deserving of the special public recognition and the highest commendations. And
whereas the services provided by school bus drivers in the Robla School District is a service that is essential to the community that is served by the school district and helps ensure that students in our community are able to attend school each day. And
whereas the safety of our students rests in the hands of trained school bus drivers, and
whereas great amount of personal time and energy for bus drivers, initial training, maintaining current license skills and acknowledgement of school bus law through continued education classes are expanded by drivers. And
whereas school bus drivers consistently demonstrate patience and kindness towards students, parents, and school staff in the performance of their duties, and whereas school bus drivers consistently demonstrate an awareness of and direct attention to the mechanical maintenance of the school bus and safety conditions of the school bus routes. And
whereas school bus drivers perform their services for thousands and thousands of accident-free miles year after year now, therefore
be it resolved that the Robla School District hereby issues this resolution in honor and recognition of April 25th, 2023 as School Bus Drivers Day, and encourages all educational communities to honor and recognize the valuable contributions of our district bus drivers as we celebrate School Bus Drivers Day, passed and adopted by the governing board of the Robla School District on the 20th day of April 2023. I'll entertain a motion to adopt the resolution.
so move.
second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. All right, now we move on to the resolution in recognition of Administrative Professionals Day. This is resolution number 893. Whereas the position of administrative professional is unique in the realm of organizational roles and responsibilities, and
whereas in the education profession, administrative professionals have contributed greatly to the overall welfare of the school system. Many times, the public's initial contact with the school system is through our administrative professionals. And
whereas on a daily basis, our administrative professionals take great pride in using their numerous skills, which are rooted in human relations, communications, verbal presentations, technical knowledge, and use of resources and positive personality traits. And
whereas the administrative professionals in the Robla School District are to be recommended for the professional manners in which they perform their duties. they put forth every effort individually and collectively to ensure that our educational system will continue to enjoy prosperity and success. And
whereas without their wealth of knowledge and keen awareness of procedure in the workplace, efficiency and effectiveness would drop dramatically. And whereas words seem inadequate to fully express our gratitude for the expertise and dedication of the district's administrative professionals, their vital contributions and commitment to teamwork, and their willingness to learn and accept new challenges and opportunities.
Therefore, be it resolved that the Robla School District hereby issues this resolution in honor and recognition of April 26, 2023 as Administrative Professionals Day, and encourages all educational communities to honor and recognize the valuable contributions to our district as we celebrate Administrative Professionals Day. I move that they be pass resolution number 893.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved to second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously.
Can I read the last one?
Huh?
Can I read the
Yes,
last
go
one?
ahead and read the last.
Passed and adopted by the governing board of the Robla School District on the 20th day of April 2023.
Okay, now we're going to move on to consent agenda. I will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Now we'll move on to presentations, and we'll start with facilities update. Brought you a little closer.
Will you start by saying whether you're a Kings fan or a Warriors fan?
I'm also Oakland A's. I mean, Las Vegas A's fan at this point as well. So, I'll try to get you all before the game.
All right.
Just a couple things over spring break that we were addressing. One was repairs to the concrete outside of the two-story capsule building. Hopefully, now that we made those repairs, I'm sure it won't rain again for another 3 years. But we did make those adjustments to the building over spring break, as well as the striping on the playground as well. We're still moving forward with a couple other items that the district has requested as pertains to some of the expenditures of the ESSER funds. We're trying to get some of those projects done prior to the end of the required spend down period. Those include shade structures and some other improvements to the outdoor areas. And we're trying to move forward those and coordinate that with the business office. I think lastly, which we'll talk about a little more in depth as we get to those items, as we continue to move forward with the preschool and preschool kindergarten program classrooms to be put over at the Bell Avenue campus. There are a couple items this evening that are related to the design and approvals of those projects or of that project. And we have engaged with both with the architectural firm for the initial designs, which will come back with you probably next month. And we're in the process of RFPs and RFQs for the site contractor as well as the modular manufacturer provider. So happy to answer any questions you may have.
Any question? Are we sure that the striping on the playground for the basketball courts are the right size? Because we know as a Warriors fan, probably basketball isn't your strong suit this year.
So I know that's big, but just to answer your question, the striping we did over at Bell Avenue, as you may recall, we had resurfaced a portion of the blacktop, that main play area, as we were considering. At the time that we had done it, we had not finalized the placement of the TK preschool buildings, and we weren't sure if we would be incurring construction on that side of that Bell campus. Then secondarily, we've been exploring options regarding some of the other facilities on Bell Avenue as well. And so once it's resolved, I think it's probably something we go back and revisit, but we did not restripe the basketball courts at Bell in this particular phase of the project.
Okay, thank you.
There's something to say.
There's something to
real
say
world
about that.
thing.
Excellent. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, we now have the Williams UCP quarterly report.
Nothing to report. No, none were filed.
That is always good. Now we'll move on to action items. Item A, approve comprehensive school safety plan.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Just to remind the board that this is an annual requirement that we update, that we ask the board to approve our safety plan. And I'll remind the board that we do have some issues that we're still working on, but we do need to adopt our plan, and we can make amendments as we need to once we're able to work through some of those details that we are working on.
All right. Any further discussion or debate? Hearing none, we'll move forward to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Item B, adopt transfer of funds resolution number 894.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded.
Do you want to say a little bit about this, Mr. Castillo?
Yeah, this is another, again, this is an annual requirement as part of the meeting clause, and there may be some budget transfers that require the board that would approve, these transactions that still some, are in Robla, we try to spend the more restricted transfers.
Mhm.
And then there may be some budget decisions, but this annual, we require you to approve.
Any further discussion or debate? Hearing none, we'll move forward to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Item C, approve consultant services with Nino and More for DTSC compliance for the Bell Avenue Robla Preschool and TK Classroom Construction Project.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded.
This item is related to the Bell Avenue Transitional Kindergarten Preschool Project. DTSC is the Department of Toxic Substance Control. As part of the California Department of Education approval process, we are required to put together a mitigation plan to basically prevent the spread of any toxic substance that may be found and or dispersed during the course of construction. It's something that we've done with all of the construction projects as is requirement by CDE, and CDE approval is a requirement of all of our Office of Public School construction applications and so forth. This is a requirement. What they will do is prepare a preliminary phase one evaluation, trying to determine ways in which they would mitigate any negative environmental hazards. In most construction projects, this primarily consists of dust control. So when we're doing the demolition, you'll see it's usually hose down the building, or you'll see that when we have grading dirt and so forth. The reason why they may not always wonder why they do it is to create the dust from going up. If there's any other types of hazards that are discovered, asbestos or any type of substance like that, they also provide a mitigation plan for that as well. Depending on what they discover during this initial discovery process, there may be additional work that will have to come back for a board's approval if there are a significant amount of substances that we would have to mitigate. And once again, this is being paid for by the planning monies received from the California Preschool Transitional Kindergarten Full Day Kindergarten Facilities Grant Program, which was awarded back in November.
Any further discussion or debate? Hearing none, we'll move forward to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Move on to item D, approve consultant services with Rincon Consultants, Inc. for CEQA compliance for the Bell Avenue Robla Preschool and TK Classroom Construction Project.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Discussion?
This item, that is different. This item is also related to the Bell Avenue Transitional Kindergarten and Preschool Project. CEQA is the California Environmental Quality Act. Under CEQA, all public projects are subject to an environmental impact review. In most cases, this review results in an exemption, or most public school projects that we've been engaged with at the Robla school district have been an exemption, meaning that we're not increasing the capacity of the site by a certain percentage, or we're not changing the use. So generally, when this comes into play is when you are acquiring land and changing the use of that. So for example, when the district was provided the land over in the Norwood site, you would have had to complete an environmental impact report at the time. This process is basically just an evaluation of what the impact of these facilities will be on the site. Because we will be replacing existing structures, we will not be increasing the overall capacity of students served on the site. It's expected that there will be an exemption that will be, or the project will qualify for an exemption under those parameters. What will also need to occur is once that's done, is there'll be some filing with the county regarding that CEQA finding as well.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll move forward to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Item E, approve out-of-state travel request.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Discussion?
Happy to answer any questions. This is true of our technology teachers who were attesting a conference in Las Vegas.
Okay. Any discussion or debate? Hearing none, we'll move forward to vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Item F, approve board meeting date change, May 24 to May 24th, 2023. Been moved and seconded.
Yeah, the scheduled date, the 25th, is the Thursday before the Memorial Day weekend, and that has historically been the night that schools hold their open house events. So rather than have that conflict, we thought just to move the meeting to the day before, to Wednesday, if the board is available.
Is there anyone who can't make that date? Going once? Going twice? Sold. Well, all right. Hearing no objections, we'll move forward to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Board member requests for future agenda items or reports. Trustee Cardona? Trustee Hamilton Stark?
And at this time.
Trustee Barnes? And I have none. And on that note, light the beam. Game is over.